Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Thursday Night Mini Healings. Uh, I'm just watching my friend Deborah, the psychic love doctor. She's originally from my town. So, and she's been going live every night this week. So, I just need to get her shut off though. They were going to be done at 7. There we go. So yeah, they're doing lives every night this week. So if you are a fan of Deborah Lee on Facebook, they're going live again tomorrow night, but they've been going every single night this week. So let's see who we got. So Mary's here, and Tanya, and Paula, and Marina, and Joan, and I've got Duncan is down here. What are you doing? Little crazy dog. And Dexter is laying in his little house. It's like a fuzzy bag that he can climb into and stay warm. And then Rudy is in a bed next to him. So it's fur family everywhere. Yes, Joan. Deborah Lee is a great show. So and typically she's on 3 nights a week. So, but they're experimenting just to see if there are better nights for them. Then I think they're on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And they're always live on Facebook, but some nights you have to call a certain number because they're on some nationally or international radio shows. So yeah, Deborah Lee, fabulous lady. Um, what else? What time is it? Oh, we only have a minute till the healing pulses. So I don't know if everyone saw my video where I use these 3D effects. I thought it was sort of fun. But lots of cool stuff going on. Today I signed up to become or to take Doris Cannon, who is someone who is internationally known in the field of hypnosis and past life regression. She has passed. It's been what, 5 years, 8 years? It's been a while. But her daughter, who toured with her, um, sort of runs her program. And if you look at my page, I share a lot of their stuff because whoever posts their social media, we are like on the same wavelength as far as emotions and healing and stuff like that. So pretty cool. That's what I thought, Jonah. It was sort of a magical kind of effect. So, and it is 10 after. So we're going to jump right in and do our first healing pulse. So if you are new, just listen and I will give you instructions. If you are not new, you know what to do. So with the healing pulse, it will go where you direct the energy to go. And so if you are feeling something physically, that's really easy. That's where you're going to want to receive the energy. However, if you are feeling something emotional or related to anxiety, I want you to think about where are you feeling those emotions? Where in the body does it reside? For instance, when I'm anxious, it's in the pit of my stomach. But other people, their chest gets tight, they have a harder time breathing deep, or maybe they have a headache. So think about where you want to receive the energy because that's where you're going to direct the energy. So to start, rub your hands together, place your hands exactly where you want to receive the energy. And then the most important part is be open and allowing the energy to flow and the healing to happen. So just breathe that energy in. Imagine with each breath, the energy goes in a little further and goes exactly to where it needs to go. So just breathe that in. Open and allowing. Okay, so that was our first healing pulse of the night. Let me know how you did. I am starting my list. So tonight, I think we're just going to do negative trapped emotions. And would you believe it is show number 96? And part of that, we've been going a little faster with show numbers because I've been doing extra shows. So I think I've done 3 weeks of extra shows where I deal more with generational or inherited trapped beliefs, trapped emotions. And last week I did trapped regrets. That was interesting. Not as interesting as I had hoped, but it was still interesting. So this week we're going to do Sunday night, and it's going to be at 6 Central, so an hour earlier than typical. And this week we're just going to deal with inherited trapped emotions. So let me just adjust here. Yes, getting close to 100. So I have not figured out what I'm going to do for 100 because my birthday was a few months ago and I was going to do something special for that, and then I didn't. But eventually I still will. I have something special planned. I have the people who signed up for my special thing on a list. So we'll see. Okay. So let's see who I've so busy chatting in my excitement that I am not doing good with doing my list. Okay. All right, so I got the date down. Show number 96. So I'm going to go back up and see if I missed anybody with what they want to work on tonight. Let's see. Oh, Jane, that's really nice. Jane wants to work on having a peaceful heart. I like that, and I like how you phrase that. That's very lovely. Okay, so Paula. All right, so Paula, anxiety, after full moon. Okay. Marina. Marina, so what country are you in today? Are you in Croatia or are you still in summer job? Tanya wants to work on anxiety. Anne Marie wants to work on shame. That's one we should all work on. That's a good one. It can change everything if you can work on that. Mary wants to work on focus and priorities. That's a nice one. I need to work on that too, I think. So many distractions. Well, 3 fuzzy ones for sure. Okay. So let's see. Did I miss anybody when I look down my list? So I've got Jane, Paula, Marina, Tanya, Anne Marie, and Mary. Who am I missing? Well, something to be said for being home for a little bit, Marina, and then I think you should go somewhere fun. Oh, Tanya. Sometimes when you have so many things going on, it can add. Let me just see. So, I think, so I'm missing, I don't think that Joan had anything. Yes, I imagine you are, Marina, but at least you can see your kitties. Ooh, Joan, that is a great one. Joan, do you have to leave early tonight? Joan wants to work on speaking her truth. Okay, let's get started. So, let's see where I put my list. Here it goes. Okay, so we're going to see what is playing a role. No, hockey. If you guys didn't know it, Joan is quite the hockey player. That's why oftentimes we'll miss her on a Thursday, or she'll slide in for a little bit and skate away really quickly and go play. She likes playing with the boys on the ice with sticks, and I assume they don't do checking because it's like, is it more of a intramural, or it's just like a fun thing? Okay, so let's see. All right, Jane. Jane wants to work on having a peaceful heart. So Jane's going to go first. You know, Duncan's helping me here. Poor little dude. I'm just impressed you do it. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I watched a lot of women's hockey in my city. There's 4 colleges and 3 of them have hockey teams. So I've seen a lot of hockey. Oh, and there's Sissy. Welcome, Sissy. And the women's hockey, it's so different than the men's hockey. I like the men's hockey better just because of the checking, but the women's hockey, it's much more intricate skating. Yeah, you'll have to come visit some winter, Joan, but unfortunately I don't want to be here in the winter. But there's some really good hockey all over the place. So let's see. Oh, washed up, Jane. Huh. All right, Sissy, I'm putting you down working on negativity. Okay, so washed up. What an odd thing to come up. Let me get an age, Jane, and maybe it will make sense to you. Then again, maybe it won't because it's an odd one. 18, Jane. That's weird. I don't say that too often, do I? Washed up, though. That's an unusual one. Hmm. So, like, if you were a hockey player and you screwed up your knee, you'd be washed up, right? How else are you washed up? Hmm. Very interesting. Yeah, is there something you could no longer do at 18? Or was it someone close to you? No, this is yours, Jane, not someone close to you. Very interesting. Let me know what you find out. Paul is next. She wants to work on anxiety after a full moon. Withdrawn. Let's get an age on that. 26, Paula. Somehow that's playing a role. So releasing that. All right, Marina, you are next. Marina wants to work on finding the most perfect summer job. And I assume if it goes into fall, that would be okay too, if it was the right job. Minimized. I know that's come up recently for somebody. Was that you, Marina? 16. So let's release that because that's not helpful. So it did release. Tanya, you are next. And so I wrote down anxiety, but I also wrote down your stomach back issues, and I'm getting it's more important to work on the stomach back issue. I get a yes with that, Marina. This time we can keep those two together, so let me see. Miserable. Let's get an age on that. '16, Tanya. So ages plus or minus a year. So this is somewhere 15, 16, 17. So let's go ahead and release that. So that did release. And Marie wants to work on shame. Estranged. Let's get an age on that. You're welcome, Tanya. Round 19, Anne-Marie, so estranged. So this was you and was it family? Another family member that were estranged. All right, Mary wants to work on focus and priorities. I'm going to see if we can keep those two together. I'm getting yes. Melancholy. You know, we went months without that coming up, and now it's been last 2 or 3 weeks that's been coming up. Let's get an age for Mary and melancholy. '33, Mary. So let's release that. Wow. Very interesting, melancholy. You know, so I've worked on that 3 weeks, and that means there's been 3 separate instances. That might be something for you to see if you can release, Mary, too. Yeah, because the more you have something, the more it attracts it. So you might want to do a little sort of ritual releasing any other instances of melancholy that you can. Let me know. I can help you with that. So, all right, Joan wants to work on speaking her truth. pessimistic. $16, Joan. So let's get rid of that because that's not helpful. All right, so that released. Sissy wants to work on negativity. Hardened. Let's see what age that comes up as. See if that makes sense. Very interesting little thing, Jane, about a washed up jellyfish. 26, Sissy. So let's get rid of that. Because that seems to attract harder circumstances. So it did release. And the voids have been filled. So we will do, we'll switch to something else when we do, after we do our next healing pulse. And so I've got something that we're going to chat about. So let's do our next healing pulse, and then when we come back, we're going to talk about the eclipse that's coming up. And so with this next healing pulse, I want you to think about, do you want to send the energy to the same place? Do you want to send it somewhere new? Or maybe you just want to send it to your head or your heart. So wherever you decide, I want you to rub your hands together. Place your hands exactly where you want to receive the energy. Imagine my hands on yours. And then just be open and allowing the energy to flow and the healing to happen. So just breathe that energy in. With each breath in, it goes a little deeper, but with each breath out, imagine you are releasing things that are not yours or that don't belong within. And for those of you who experience a deeper healing by doing special breathing, I want you to do the box breath, where I want you to breathe in as long as you can and then hold it, and then breathe out as long as you can and then hold it. So just imagine the energy flowing, like the name, the energy pulses in and then releases. Open and allowing. Just breathe that energy in. Okay, that was healing pulse number 2. So I'm going to find this. There are a couple things on Facebook, and I did put them on my page, but I'm going to see if I can share them. We'll see. Okay, so I do have one here. Let's see if it'll let me easily do this. Okay, so sharing now. We're going to share screen. Okay. Okay, so let's see if that worked. And it did not. A little crazy. Okay, I think. Okay. Let me just double check that that worked. So this is on my business page. And I like this. It gives quite a bit of detail about having a solar eclipse during a black moon. And a black moon is when there are 2 full moons in a month. Or 2 new moons in a month, excuse me. And so a black moon solar eclipse is a rare event and a major reset for all energy in your life. Everything will be made new. Expect miracles. And so the thing about this, with this advanced noting, you can sort of make some plans. And so it's on the last day of the month. It's on the 30th. And on the 2nd, the new moon of the month will reset all the energy and vibes in your life. And so it's time to release what was and focus on what you want moving forward. So here's your assignment for the next couple days, is think about what you want to draw into your life. So let me see what else it says. So time to focus on what you want in your life and release what once was. A cosmic reset is upon us. Letting go of what makes space for what will be. There's energy in everything we own and have. So sometimes you have to let go of some things that make energetic space for new energy to enter your life. So let's just see. This looks like a little bit more detail. Cosmic reset to goals, daily routines, love life, overall life path moving forward. Release expectations, emit love, refocus and expect miracles in a time to release attachment and expectations. The universe is going to move things around regardless of whether you like it or not. This is only bad if you're not willing to allow change to happen in your life. Release and receive. So very interesting with the 2 rare cosmic events happening. So yeah, sign of divine timing, time to release expectations, emit love, and expect miracles. So there you go, guys. That is your assignment, is put down what you're looking to attract into your life. Okay? All right, so I'm back. So that's sort of interesting. Yes, release attachment and expectations. But then, so if you release that, because I go on about creating voids. So if you release something, you've created a void. What are you going to attract in? You're more likely to attract in at least something that you want or better if you put a little of it out to the universe. I always think the universe, if you're direct with what you want, usually the universe tries to give you even better, which is cool. It is definitely so hard to do. But with this, energetically, now is the time. So I really want you to all think about what your priorities are. What is most important to draw into your life? If you could have changes, what would that be? Because energetically, this should be an easier time to make changes because the universe is nudging these changes forth. So, and think about what you want, but also consider what you've put out in the past. Is what you've put out in the past, is that on a similar vein of what you currently want, or are they opposites? Because then the universe gets confused. If you say you want X, but you go back and forth and want Y, it gets confused. So part of this is being a little consistent with what you really want. So it could be a really amazing time for many people. And I'm hoping that we come back together next week and you guys say, hey, Summer, this is what happened. This is what I put out. This is what I got. So we'll see. So like Marina, you've got a very concrete thing that you want to attract. I think you just need to put it out there, what you want. And if there's, a few little specifics that have to be in place for this particular position, put that out there. So as one of my Reiki teachers always says, with ease and grace. May things happen with ease and grace. And she is exactly right, because if it didn't have ease and it didn't have grace, it would be just forceful. And we don't really want that. We just want something that flow through like it's meant to be. And Duncan or Dexter's probably going to bark now, so come on, you two. Oh, little doggy's outside barking. Dexter. Oh, wow, he's not barking back. They might be getting better. Oh, I have a picture for Joan. Actually, I'll show everybody. I went to Hobby Lobby today, and that place just sucks you in. So many sections of beautiful home areas. So let's see if you can see this. Oh no. The reflection is not good, is it? Here we go. So Joan, I think the next time you do like a painting, you need to do that. Joan has 2 dogs too, and they're a little crazy, like mine. Okay, so let's do our positive area. Does anyone have any questions or comments about this solar moon, black moon eclipse? Lots of energetic things going on. All right, so everyone on my list will get a positive emotion. If you are not on my list and you've just been observing but you want a positive emotion, if you could just put a yes in the comments. Everyone else that's already on my list does not need to do any more. Isn't that funny, Joan? So yes. Okay. All right. So the doggy's got to get settled. So here comes little Dexter. He's got his t-shirt and his jacket on because yesterday we had a wind chill of like 22 degrees. It was horrible. We've had the coldest April ever. And I had tried not to whine about the weather, but it's so depressing. Ah, Dexter, you're just cold. Usually by now I have him out in the yard with no clothes on. Poor little guy. Oh, and now his little bed fell down, so I will be right back. See, Duncan's here. All right, come here, Dexter. Come here. Come here. Oh, here he comes. Come on. Under the covers. Spoiled rotten little dogs. Okay. There we go. Okay. This is him right here. Yes. What a good little puppy, though. I'm just shocked they didn't bark their little fool heads off. Okay. Let's see. So we're going to go back and we're going to start with Jane. Duncan, don't you bark. No, you don't need to bark. They're thinking about it. Okay. So positive Emotion for Jane. Duncan, you should sit down. Sit down. Unbiased. Who did that come up with? Was that last week? That seems familiar. Was it 2 weeks ago? Just taking a glance to see. Must have been a couple weeks ago. Interesting. So let's reinforce that. Okay. All right. Paula, you are next. Understanding, Paula. That's an interesting one. Wonder if that's like life in general or your moon things. So let's reinforce that. Interesting, Mary. Okay, Marina is next for the positive emotion. Rewarded. Ooh, I like that one for you, Marina. Let's definitely reinforce that. That's a cool one. I think there's going to be some people that are going to borrow that. Not yet, Mary. Couple more people. All right, so Tanya is next. Oh, you're welcome, Paula. That's just it, Jane. We don't exactly know what you're reinforcing unbiased about. So, uh-oh, Marina. Marina, rewarded. Good things are coming. All right, Tanya, let's see what yours is. Vital. Oh, that's a nice one. So let's reinforce that. And then Anne-Marie is next, and then Mary. You might have to borrow that. Okay, so Anne-Marie. Yielding. So I'm like, So what does that mean? Just sort of let it flow and let it go? Yielding? Okay, Mary's next. Patient, Mary. That is my most dreadful word, is patient. I'm so not. Almost to Sissy. Joan and then Sissy on my list. And if anyone else has come in, they can just put yes. So Joan. Respected. That's a nice one. It is spelled Yielding. I know, Mary, that's one of my things I need to work on. Okay, Sissy, you are next. Reliable. That's a good one. I have times when I'm not as reliable as I should be, so I might have to borrow that. So we're going to reinforce that for Sissy. Very nice. So let's do our third healing pulse of the night. And then I think we're gonna do just a couple extra things, and then we'll do the aura strengthening. So let's see. So with the healing pulse, so think about where you want to receive the energy. You're very welcome, Anne-Marie. So I want you to rub your hands together. So here's something. I want you to send energy to some place you have not sent energy before. So think about that. Because oftentimes I'll say, maybe send it to your heart. But what if you sent it to like your feet? Or what if you sent it to your third eye, connecting to that pineal gland? So think about, or maybe you often have a stiff neck, but you've never sent energy there. So let's have you pick somewhere new to receive the energy, and then imagine my hands on yours, and then just breathe in that energy. Allow it to flow and go exactly to where it needs to do. Good, Marina. I think it's good to explore different places and ways of doing things. So I do think sometimes you find things that work even better. So with this particular healing pulse, I'm going to add some extra energy. So I'm a little obsessed with dragon energy, and I have been for actually a while now, but I don't often call it into healing. But dragons embody something very powerful and majestic and so very strong in healing. So I want you to just feel that additional force and the directness of them wanting to help you heal, and it going directly to where it needs to go to. So just breathe that in. And as you breathe out, release things that do not belong with you any longer. Okay, so that was our third healing pulse of the night. I'm going to do just a short little commercial. So I've got Reiki training coming up, teaching online 2 days of Usui Holy Fire Reiki levels 1 and 2. And it will be June 18th and 19th. That should be a Saturday and a Sunday. The cost is $430. I will need payment by the end of May so I can get materials mailed out to you. And the next couple weeks I will be doing a live sort of Reiki healing. So if you want to get in on that live and just feel the Reiki frequencies, I will let you know when I'm doing that. Got a new offering of email energy healing. Cost is $50. You'll send me 2 to 3 issues that you want to work on, and everything is done through email, which is less than my regular rate of an hour for $90. So money's tight, that might be a good option for you, but definitely a different experience than a live interactive Zoom session. And then finally, Sunday night, May 1st, 6 p.m. Central Daylight Time. That's when I'm having the other live this week. I do have that listed on my business page, and if you click set reminder, it will send you a reminder when I go live. So I think that's all I have for my healing stuff. So yeah, very exciting. A little distracted today with all my things. I had not planned on signing up for that hypnosis course, but I'm sort of excited about it, and I've already done about, well, it says I'm done with 5% of the class already. So watching videos, very exciting. Yes, so if you're free, come on by, invite your friends. I do it similarly to the Thursday night, but a little different. Thank you, Marina. I'm not the greatest at self-promotion. It's so much easier to promote other people. But yeah, so I'm thinking let's do some group things, just because as the group has gotten a little bigger, I haven't been doing as much of the individual healing, but because you are here as a group, you do have commonalities, and so I can do some healing that actually helps the group just as much as it does most of the individuals. So let me just see. I'm going to just look and see what negative beliefs many of the group has, and then we'll just see what those are and release them. So let's see. I am unwelcome. Let's see how many of you have that. I think I'll do a percent, so that way the percent works out on the replay too. 60% have I am unwelcome. Let's see what else. I don't fit in anywhere. %75 of you have this. I am left out. %55. Okay, we'll do one more. I'm no good. So these are negative beliefs that have occurred at least one point in at least half of your lives. So let's see. I'm no good, 45%. So most of these, at least half of you have. So we're going to go ahead and release I am unwelcome. We're going to release I don't fit in anywhere. I am left out. Release that. I am no good. We're going to release that. Okay, so those released. Alright, so let's do our final aura strengthening. So with that, I want you to rub your hands together. Night, Sissy. Hope you have a good night. So I want you to send energy to your aura. And with this, it will help repel negativity. So just breathe that energy out. Imagine your aura getting a little thicker, a little stronger. And negativity bounces off of it. So just breathe that in and breathe that out. Okay, that was it for the aura strengthening. So let me know how you guys did tonight. Are you feeling better? Are you feeling different? Do you have things in mind that you're going to do to put in place for this solar eclipse black moon event? Got a few key days that you might be experiencing some things. So feel free to stop by on Sunday. I will be doing the generational negative emotions, but I will also be doing the healing pulse too. So if you notice a difference with the healing pulse, if that helps you, please stop by. Otherwise, I hope everyone has a fabulous Thursday. You've been very quiet. Thank you, Jane. Good to hear. So, and Marina, I hope this is the week that you find that perfect job. You are very welcome. It's not under events. Check under live or videos, Joan. So with that Aura Pulse, there is a healing pulse to go. So you'll get a week's worth of healing pulses. Just pull it in. Thanks for the reminder, Anne-Marie. You are very welcome, Jane. Wonderful, Joan. And on that note, I'm going to go. So I hope everyone just has a wonderful few days. Wow, that would be amazing, Joan. But have a good night.